Great fight against Pacquiao, man.
Dennis.
Aquí afuera.
Could you translate real quick, Alex?
¿Cómo van las negociaciones con Spence?
Vamos a ver, posiblemente se va a dar la pelea.
¿Qué piensas? ¿Abril? ¿Mayo?
Abril o mayo, sí.
April, May. Jordanis. Does Keith look like he's still in his prime?
Mira que todavía está en su prime. Keith Thurman.
¿Cómo es?
Que sí, todavía está en su prime.
Yeah, peleó bien hoy. Tuvo tremenda pelea hoy.
He fought great. He looked great. Looks like he still is. ¿Va a pelear con Crawford?
Una buena pelea también, claro. Iba a pelear con los mejores. Okay.
Once again, we have one more bout. About to queue up right now, y'all. Let's go, baby.
What do you want to see Thurman do next?
Peleando otra pelea competitiva, pero peleó muy bien hoy,
Says he wants to see Thurman in another competitive fight, but he looked great tonight.
¿Cuándo van a hacer la pelea?
No sé cuándo. Vamos a ver en abril, yo pienso.
What can we expect from you in that fight when you step in the ring with Smith?
No, una pelea entre dos de los mejores pesos welter del mundo. Ya, voy al baño.
Jordanis, Alex, is that right hand against the southpaw Spence going to be a killer like it was against the southpaw Pacquiao, the right hand? Is the right hand going to be a killer against the southpaw Spence like it was Pacquiao?
No, son diferentes cosas. Es un gran peleador. Él es suyo, yo le peleo bastante bien a los suyos. Y es una gran pelea, pero todavía no se sabe. Tiene que primero anunciarla.
Spence is a great fighter. I do very well against southpaws, but we got to wait to see if when they announce the fight.
No, caminando queda más linda. Sí.
Hey.
Dale un beso, dile. Otra vez. Y ahora para.
Dale, una aquí. Hey, I'm from Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, bro? What's up?
Hey, they underestimated you against Pacquiao. They underestimated you. Do you feel like they're underestimating you again? With Alex? Sorry. They underestimated him with Pacquiao. Does it feel like they're underestimating him again?
No te estaban dando chance contra. Piensas que están haciendo lo mismo contra Spence.
No, eso mucha gente se me daba oportunidad. Yo demostraba que soy un guerrero y es una gran pelea.
He's grateful for the opportunity. He's gonna show you he belongs, and he's grateful.
Hey, did
Thank you, man.
thank you, Dennis. Thank you. Oh wait, one more, just one more, Alex. Was Jordan just one more? Alex, could you mind if I just ask him one more, bro?
Yo, what do you mean?
Ale,
Just come with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just You feel like Thurman is still in his prime, but what was different about him in his 30s tonight than when he was champion in his 20s? What did you see differences?
Dice que sí que crees que Thurman que si estaba bien ahora o que sí que estaba mejor en sus 30 o ahorita.
No, tuvo buena pelea hoy. Pienso que regresó bien, peleó muy bien y yo creo que la edición está de vuelta con él.
Great comeback and he says he will do better.
Okay. All right, thanks, man. Thanks, brother.
Venga, vamos al baño, ¿ok?
Gracias. Anyone else out there? Okay. Let's see.
Yep.
B plus.
Give him a B plus, really?
B. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. How you doing, Fabio?
Good to see you. Oh, yeah, it's a good fight.
Just it was solid.
It had me on my toes.
Did it?
Waiting for a wobble, but he didn't do it.
He did a few times, but he was tough. He was tough.
Definitely tough. Definitely worrying.
USAA.
Enjoy your whatchamacallit.
I did. What's up, brother? Yeah, you were like a couple of punches.
Someone was already sitting there.
These two are us. I don't know who that is.
No.
These two are. So probably enough room. We also can just wheelchair up.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. This is stuff you gotta do. Media room, baby. There we go. Bang. All right. Oh my God. Stuff just keeps getting caught everywhere. What's up, Michelle? See what else is going on. What's up, Matt? What's up, buddy? Yeah. Yes, he was.
They work for us like we. Oh, I
You trying to talk with you guys?
Yeah, I just get Louis on the phone and he makes up.
Okay. It's gotta be quick.
Quick. This with my phone.
Gotta go. Uno, dos.
Appreciate you,
You got it, bro.
What I gotta do this is. The one that just popped back out. Right here, yeah. Right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave on a chop. This battery.
What I kill him?
These is Florida boys right here.
Will be 6 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing the black with
Lennox, did you feel like Thurman looked good tonight?
Huh?
Did you feel like Thurman looked good tonight?
Yeah, Thurman looked good. Looked really good. He's never lost that. He's never lost that movement. So and he looks sharp.
Is he still? Oh, sorry. Get the boys with Louis! Get the boys with my man Louis!
get in. Get in. Hey, get in.
Caleb Clark, get him in here.
Come on, Caleb, get in here. Caleb, come on, get in.
Caleb, get him in. Caleb, get in there.
Oh, face off, Caleb. Face off.
Oh, I'm in this picture.
Mary. Mary, come here.
Hey, Lennox, do you feel like the white fight? Do you feel like the...
Who's throwing?
Huh? Hey, Caleb, can I just get a quick reaction to the fight, bro? If Thurman is... Yeah. Okay, I gave you just 2 seconds.
Hold on 1 second, I gotta get to the door.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Nothing. Caleb's coming in. Oh, Jordan. Caleb was looking for you. He's over there. Yeah. That's what that noise is for? He said. Oh.
It's good scrap.
Yeah. Whoa. Where are we? Whoa.
Like I know it's too good to be true. That's it was too good to be true.
How you doing, Muhammad? It's good to see you.
Seguía y cerraba muy bien cada round.
Oh.
Yeah, I had money
Especially because that wasn't NBA, man. You say he's not in the NBA.
Oh, I thought you talking about. I still thought you talking about.
Oh, I had 15 on the Lakers.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's not.
It was, but I don't care. It's all
I'm
you.
just trying to sneak up between it,
You want? You can take it if you
I
want.
know.
Go ahead.
Say that. I get to sit by the building. My network going up.
You show me you snuck in there and then you give it up the skin.
My network going up.
I gotta move.
Yeah.
I'm actually flying back and forth.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah.
Hey man,
Yes,
congrats
man.
on the wedding.
Thank you, man.
Thanks.
Thank you. You are live on FightHype.
Oh, well, congrats on the wedding.
There you go. There you go.
And it's cut.
Is it? Big Mo, I just got one question for you. One question. If 100% is the prime, what percent is Keith Thurman still at?
I mean, in terms of what he did tonight?
Yeah. What he did tonight, maybe even going forward, if maybe.
After not fighting in a long time, it showed that he still has it.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a couple more fights to get better to the level that he really needs to be in order to get back into real contention.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's still a player in the division.
Yeah, he's got skills, man.
Yeah.
And, lateral movement, dexterity, the jab, and the uppercuts, landed all night. Timing. Timed real well.
Knew when to step in, right?
Yeah, he got hit a few times too.
He did.
Yeah, body shots and uppercuts and hooks and stuff. Yeah.
He got what he needed tonight, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, Mo.
Okay. It was good.
What I miss out there, big dog? Okay. those of you that were paying attention, the chances of getting Caleb Plant are probably slim now. That was our shot, and it kind of got taken from us because we can't film in certain spots, you know. So now, good fight tonight, man. Yeah, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? You get anything?
Yeah, what'd you get? Okay. That's all they really was?
Caleb was there. Ellie got him. I
missed
it. Okay. I got there too late. Then the security came because Lennox walked right then and he went with the Fox.
Not really.
What happened?
Right.
So I gotta get.
What's that, Mo?
This kid that's behind you with the baseball cap. Did he lose his fight tonight?
Yeah. To Sam. Yeah, he lost the lead. Lost almost every round. He was tough. Never was hurt. Okay. He took a lot of body shots.
Okay.
So yeah, this is what you call killing time in the media room as we wait Thurman and Barrios to show up. So I don't know, argue with each other in the chat room about boxing or something as we wait for them to come to the post fight.
They're translating all these chickens. Not on Netflix, but on network. It's bad. It's funny. Just to have fucked up names. Yeah, that's true. Hey, put it in miles, big dog.
Trying, bro, trying.
You've done it for me.
Trying to rack up those points.
Yeah, you just. Yeah, Jody, you're gonna. You remember? He's a good guy.
I had two long-haired beauties next to me on each side. Now I got Skip instead.
Sorry. It's okay. It's all right.
But my problem is Friday and Saturday. Like if I had it right now,
treat you bad and make you think you did something.
But I would have to watch it until like you're only like 40, 45. There's no commercials. The company
Grab my seat.
good.
Yeah,
was better, like a lot better. But this one was the like true story too. It's how they found it in Cartagena. Is what it's about. And the chick, the actress, La India, she's such a freaking fine dude. She's the one from. Did you watch the Nicky Jam series? It's the one. She's Puerto Rican. She's the one from there. That's only like 12 episodes, or 13. You'll knock that out. Yeah, you'll knock it out like in 2 nights. It's called El Ganador. O Me Siento Como El Ganador. The song, it's the name of that song. But that one you can knock out like in almost the whole thing in a weekend, depending on how much time you have. I've never seen a Puerto Rican series like that. So. And it's all reggaeton artists or the actors. Mikey Woods, Darkaniel, what's his name? That guy? He is Nicky Jam young. And then Nicky Jam, like early 20s, they do a digital something to his face and take all the tattoos off. And take the mustache, and he has this retarded cut like this. He looks like the haircut from Dumb and Dumber on Jim Carrey. I'm serious. But that's him. And then when it's like present day, it's like how he looks right now, or how he looked, say, 4 years ago, whenever they made it 5 years ago.
Are there hour-long episodes too?
Yeah, a little bit less, probably. And it's in the Colombiana girlfriend. She's fucking badass. But the one that's from Reina, but it has all those Yengo Flow. There's an actor in it. J Balvin plays himself in Colombia. And the dude who plays Daddy Yankee, It looks like Daddy Yankee, like exactly.
What is it, the story of his life?
Because his mom was like a crackhead, and his dad went to jail for it. Because the mom's Dominican, his dad's Puerto Rican, he went to jail. And he went to Puerto Rico to live, I think when he was a teenager. And then something happened. He had some guy that was like making his beats, but he was like a gato, and he was like, he killed someone. I don't want to give away too much of it, but like, yeah, it shows him from a kid to how he like blew up with Daddy Yankee, how they fell apart, and then how he came back up. What do they call it? The rise of the phoenix.
That's true. He was hot for that.
He was hot when he was young, before people even listen to reggaeton. When he had Los Gangs, when he was in that. But no, I've seen it twice. I think that's serious.
You've seen it twice?
I think I watched it the second time. I do that sometimes, like a year later. So I just like Sopranos. I've probably seen like 7 times. But now on DirecTV, they give us HBO Max free.
Oh, you should watch Gomorrah.
I got into a channel with it.
Santa Maria. What do you mean? What channel is that?
I mean, I got to see what channel it is on DirecTV. Like I have it, but I don't know where it's at.
You don't know just the app HBO Max?
It says it's free with DirecTV, so I think DirecTV will probably have a channel. I'm thinking. Honestly, it just happened yesterday. They sent the email out.
What we're supposed to do. Thurman just got out of the
Yeah, we just put out the last season of like more. I was reading that they say that even in Italy, they put subtitles for Italian people because Napolitano dialects are so different.
Yeah, the dialects are distincto, all of them. Like Siciliano. Like my grandma, that's what she spoke. You should have let me translate that shit, dude. I was going to translate it right there so you can have it in both.
Yeah.
But see, you speak Spanish, man. You're telling me you don't speak it.
You know, I understood what he was saying.
No, but you asked a good question.
Yeah,
this guy said he was faking it on her.
No, it's not good. Like you speak better Spanish than I do.
No, but they knew what you were saying.
He understood. Yeah,
The problem with the one with Burchell was he just didn't want to be there anymore.
Right.
That's when I saw it. I got him after you. Like he less wanted to be there when I got him.
Yeah, because he didn't want to be there with me.
I have 2 minutes of nothing. He's fighting in March. Then I got him a little bit later, so I'm gonna have to just probably cut some stuff up and slap it all together.
Yeah, he must have really been wanting to leave you want to talk to you.
Yeah, dude, I know. Ever since I met him at McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Burchell was on the undercard of like Pacquiao and Marquez. 3? No, it was way before that. I don't even know what Pacquiao fight it was. But it was here in Mandalay Bay, across the street. There's a Panda Express in the McDonald's. I went with that guy, Anson Wainwright, who used to be with The Ring. And this dude was eating, before the fight, cheeseburgers.
No shit.
Burchell, yeah. His first fight in the United States.
But he's not doing that shit anymore.
Nah, he probably eats a little bit better now.
Yeah.
But he lives here now.
He looks like a big boy, man.
He's training with
Capatillo. Going up to 135 because he's a big guy.
He was struggling to make 130. I wanted to ask him too. I think in that fight against Valdez, I think he wasn't over COVID all the way yet. Like he wasn't positive, but I don't think he had his because he looked so flat in that fight.
Everything all the way back.
Besides getting knocked out, just earlier he looked slow, lethargic. The weight cut, and then, like I got over COVID, but I still have this fucking cough that won't go away.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Still?
Still have it, dude, and I had COVID right before Christmas. That's what Frank told me. He had it too, but he had it a little bit in January from Top Rank Frank, and he said his body still hurts. He feels like he overdid a workout. That sore feeling in his shoulders and shit, and he still has it. It won't go away.
15 minutes.
I wasn't we was going to wait this long.
Right.
I was.
I wear live.
Oh, so you got one. Yeah,
Let's definitely.
I think I'm gonna get one.
But that's crazy because I got it like before the vaccines and all that shit. No me pasó nada. It's so different how it varies with people.
Dude, I had I had the booster too, but I think I got it right. Like I got the booster, I think right after or right before, so it didn't really. The booster had no effect because it was too new in my system.
I
I really want to get that shit right now, especially because now I feel like summer's coming. I think I'm going to Hawaii in March, and I think that before we have to have this.
I think it's from the booster. You know what to do? I got sick from the first two, like body aches.
Yeah, I got on the second one.
Someone told me, and it worked for me. Take a Tylenol, like 3 hours before you get it, and then right when you get the shot, when you walk out, take another one, or 500 milligrams. Take it, and then from there, the arm. I don't think you can avoid the sore arm, but I didn't get sick at all. Didn't get any body aches, nothing. Of course, I got COVID 2 days later. I don't think it was from the booster though.
That's why you got to take Tylenol.
Yeah, no, my wife had it, and then I do. Everyone in the house, one by one. I mean, I tell you, the foreign exchange student, his fucking appendix ruptured.
Oh, damn.
Dude, he was like I thought he was faking because he didn't like his haircut, didn't want to go to school. And then I sent him, and then we told him, and then he told his dad his spleen was bad. And you know what he said? Oh, just worry, when you come back in June, we'll take care of it. It's too expensive. Dude, I fucking you'll be dead in 2 weeks. If you don't take care of it. Well, I got room, I will.
I'm here. All right, guys, we're going to get going in just a few minutes. Leo's on his way right now. So just want to get your questions ready, start grabbing your seats, and we're going to begin with Leo Santa Cruz as he makes his way in.
Anybody through here?
No, you can't sit there.
Right in the middle?
Anybody but you.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Likewise.
I'm Jeff again. Per usual.
Nobody look like no.
I know.
There's you.
Party up, party up, party up,
We want to welcome all the media members here for our post-fight press conference from Michelob Ultra Arena. Premier Boxing Champions brought an exciting night of boxing that featured former champions and current champions that ended up getting back into the win column and impressive victories. Once again, it was all promoted by TGB Promotions and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. It was an exciting night of action as now we have one of current world champion Leo Santa Cruz with his father and head trainer Jose Santa Cruz as we are set to get going with our media. He had an impressive performance over Keenan Carvajal. A unanimous decision victory, clean sweep across the board, 100-90, all three judges' scorecards. He looked exciting. It was great to see Leo back into the ring. He was out for 15 months, and after suffering his defeat to Gervonta Tank Davis, he felt great coming into this fight. He was excited. He felt rejuvenated after the break, and he's looking to have a big 2022, and he started off right with unanimous decision victory. So we'll turn things over to Leo Santa Cruz, say a few words, and then all media members, we have our mics, so we have Martin right here. So just please raise your hand and ask your questions to Leo or his father, and we'll get going. So first off, we'll turn things over to Leo. Leo, impressive performance. What did you think about your performance tonight?
Thank you very much. The truth, I'm not that happy with my performance. I think that I could have done it better, but I gotta go in the gym, train harder, and hopefully in my next fight I'm gonna come and work in the things I did wrong, and my next fight I'm gonna become a lot better.
Bueno, conclusiones de usted, señor Cruziño, cuéntenos un poco cómo se sintió.
¿Ande?
¿Tu papá?
Bien.
Oh, bien. Good.
Once again, media members, raise your hand if you have a question. We'll get you a microphone.
Hey Leo, great to see you back in the ring tonight, man. Great to see you back in. Do you think, would you like that Mark Magsayo fight next? Should that be the fight next? And he's a big 126. Why do you think you would come out on top of what would be a great fight?
I think because, I have that Mexican spirit. I come to fight, to leave everything in the ring. We're going to go in the gym, train hard, get stronger. And I think, Barrios is a great opponent. He comes forward, throws left punches, he don't run. He comes to fight. In Mexico, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Philippines, always a great fight. Like Pacquiao, Marquez. So I think that's going to be the type of fight with Barrios.
Leo, te saluda Ernesto Amador de nuevo, don José, un placer, don José. Una pregunta para los dos. ¿Qué tanto les ilusiona este combate? Entiendo que quizá para ti no fue una gran actuación, pero no perdiste un round. Pero ¿qué tanto los ilusiona, don José y Leo, esta pelea para regresar a esos retos como con Gary Russell, Navarrete? A ver, los campeones de la 126 y por qué no pensar en la 130.
It was an almost perfect fight. How much hope, how much does it give you to dream about further challenges in the future, knowing that you fought an almost immaculate fight and opponents like Navarrete and others could be in the horizon for you?
No, pues la verdad, para mí yo estoy contento, de haber regresado, es lo que quería yo, regresar, hacer una pelea de preparación, estar bien, salir con el triunfo y ya para la siguiente vamos a prepararlo mejor, ya vamos a estar acostumbrados a estar en el ring y la verdad pues estamos emocionados de volver y unificar, de defender el título, los rivales que vengan, estamos para las grandes, queremos volver al tope como estábamos antes y la verdad pues que sea lo que sea.
The important thing is we got the win, we knocked the rust off, and now we are looking to unify and go after absolutely everybody. It doesn't matter who is next, whoever the opponent that may be next, they may come, and I'm going to be ready for whatever challenge comes my way.
Si nos puede contestar don José, por favor, me encantaría. Usted es un hombre de retos. ¿Qué viene para ustedes?
Pues miren, esta pelea la hizo en 126 porque es el peso. ¿En 130? Ok, yo quiero que pelee en 126 porque es el peso de él. O sea, ya en 130, en 135 es demasiado la pegada que hay ahí para él. Él no tiene mucha pegada, entonces en 126 es su peso perfecto para seguir ganando peleas ahí.
Ideally, I want him to stay at 126. 130, 135 is not his ideal weight, and I feel like he's right at home at 126. And I want him to remain there so he can go after the best challenges in this division. Next question.
Leo, after what was a scary fight with Davis, it looked like you weren't hesitant, you weren't timid, you weren't worried about getting hit, and you got right back in there. Why is that when a lot of fighters, after they get a knockout, they're gun shy? Why wasn't that the case with you?
Because this is boxing, we're here to fight, we're here to, entertain the fans, and if we're gonna get fear, we should just retire or something, like I said, instead of getting fear from Tank Davis fight, I got more confidence, I got more confidence, I got more grit. I'm like, if I was able to, stay there for a few rounds with Tank Davis, I could take anybody. Because Davis is a great fighter, great puncher, and while it lasted, I was able to, bang with him, do a good fight. So, I think that's where I got the confidence. There's no fear. I'm still going to come to fight. I'll always fight.
Stephen K. Sports. Congrats, Leo. It's good seeing you back in the ring, man. The headbutt, and it seemed like it kept happening. The cut was pretty bad. How many stitches was it, and did it bother you during the fight?
It was bothering me a little bit. The blood was going in my eye. Then when they put the Vaseline, it would go in my eye, and I'll see blurry. But with my glove, I would take it away, and I was able to see for a little bit. But then again, I didn't want the fight to get stopped. I wanted to continue fighting, and I did what I could.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Río, aquí a tu izquierda. Felicidades por el triunfo.
Gracias.
Dos preguntas. La primera, ¿cómo incidió el calor de la gente en tu actuación? Obviamente la gente estaba aclarando tu nombre y tú dices que estás listo para los mejores, pero un nombre, una pelea que tú quieras, sí o sí.
Well, first of all, how did the fans motivate you to win the way you did and to fight the way you did? And second of all, if you could just give us a name, I know you're ready for everybody, but if you could just give us a name of who you have in mind for your upcoming next fight.
No, la verdad los fans siempre me motivan. Ellos son la razón por la que yo vengo a pelear, a darlo todo. Cuando yo escucho sus gritos, su apoyo, esos son los que me motivan a mí. Como lo dije antes de esta pelea, después de Gervonta Davis, me quise retirar, dije, amor, los fans ya no me van a querer volver a ver, pero los fans me apoyaron, me dijeron que siguiera peleando, que yo podía ser campeón otra vez, y pues la verdad son los que siempre me motivan y vengo a pelear por ellos. Y la verdad, pues, ahorita queremos unificar, defender la 126, y pues yo sé que mi papá quiere que me quede en la 126, pero si está la oportunidad, yo quiero seguir después a la 130, unificar, defender, o no quería no defender, buscar el título contra Oscar Valdez. Si me da la oportunidad, o pegar el Shakur Stevenson o cualquier campeón en la 130, yo pienso que todavía puedo ir.
First of all, the fans, they're everything to me. When I fought against Gervonta Davis, after I did, I thought about retiring. And the fans were the ones that were sending me messages, reaching out to me saying, hey, don't give up, keep going forward, you have a lot more to give. And I wouldn't be here without them. Their support was absolutely key tonight for me to feel the way I did. And as far as giving a name, I know that my dad wants me to stay at 126. Like I said, the goal is to unify, try to do my best there, and then if there is an opportunity against someone like Valdez or Shakur Stevenson, then I'm also up to that challenge. But we'll see what happens in the future.
Any other questions? Leo, you were out of the ring for 15 months, and yet, you know, we talked about it. Even though you personally may not have been impressed by your performance and felt you could have done a lot better, cardio-wise, how did you feel? And it seemed, I mean, your punch output was up. You were starting right from the get-go, and you went 10 strong, hard rounds. So how did you feel physically, cardio-wise, even after being out of the ring for 15 months?
I feel good, you know, the cardio was good. The only thing I wanted to throw more punches, but you know, I don't know what it was. I couldn't let my hands go like I wanted to, but I think next time I'm gonna get even better and I'm gonna throw more punches and probably land more stronger and more thicker.
What did you think? I'm not sure if you've had a chance to watch, you know, Mike Sile, who was the most recent performer winning the WBC belt. What did you think of his performance over Gary Russell Jr.? And how would you see a matchup between you two shaping up?
You know, I think Magalhães is a great fighter. You know, he's perfect. You know, he has good technique, great punches, power, everything. And you know, I don't know if it was because Gary Russell's hand was injured or nothing, but he still looked good. I don't know what the difference was going to be if Russell would have been 100%. But, you know, I don't take nothing away from Magalhães. He's a great fighter. And I think a fight against him will be really great. You know, both will be toe-to-toe. I think it'll be a great fight, you know, between Mexico and Philippines.
Well, that's a fight that I'm sure we would all love to see as fight fans renew the Filipino-Mexican boxing rivalry. But first, enjoy this victory, Leo, with your family and your friends. Even though you may not have been impressed, it was impressive performance. You still dominated, unanimous decision victory over Keenan Carvajal. So enjoy this one, and we look forward to seeing you later on this year. As like you said, you want to unify. That's a lot of options for you, a lot of fights to be made, and we look forward to seeing who that opponent will be, but enjoying this one. Leo Santa Cruz, WBA featherweight champion. He is coming away with victory here from Michelob Ultra Arena, and now he will look to fight once again later on this year. Tremendous performance, unanimous decision victory. Once again, thank you, Leo.
Thank you very much. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
All right, it appears we are now set to have our main event. I believe Keith Thurman is in the building now, ready to come up to stage. Keith one-time Thurman making his way to the stage after an impressive performance beating Mario Barrios by unanimous decision. Judges' scorecards 117, 111, 118, 110, 118, 110. And now Keith Thurman makes his way to the stage. One-time former world champion, looking to get his belts back later this year. Yeah. As he takes a seat, once again, raise your hand. We'll find you, ask a question for your media members. First, we'll turn things over to Keith Thurman to say a few words on your performance tonight. You know, 2.5 years, people have been waiting for you to get back into the ring, and now we had it. It looked impressive, getting that unanimous decision victory. How did you feel?
I felt pretty good in there. You know, I felt like after landing some big shots, I should have been able to have some follow-ups. But, you know, I learned and I assessed everything. I just used my craftiness in there. He was more poised than I thought. I thought he'd be a little bit eager. I was trying to get him to take chances. There was no holding. That was kind of interesting and nice. We both stayed on the outside. He had a great jab like we expected, and we just worked around it. You know, I let him touch me a little bit, he touched me a lot. I landed the bigger shots, and that was the game plan the whole time. I just want to thank everybody who came out and supported, everybody who bought the pay-per-view, everybody who supports Keith Thurman, and everything that I've done in my career. We're finally back. I'm looking forward to having a terrific 2022, and I just hope you guys enjoyed this show and look forward to more from your man Keith Thurman.
Steven Carreño, Carolina Sports, right here, Keith. Congratulations on a great fight. It was very entertaining. There were a couple of times you had him rocked. He, you know, kind of a stanky leg a little bit. Did you? Why couldn't you get the finish? Was he just kind of recuperated a little faster than you expected?
You know, I'm going to be honest, man. I just need to get back to the killer. You know, I think I've been a little too nice to my sparring partners, and just a little too nice to my past opponents. You know, 12-round championship boxing is just that different level, you know? And the last thing you want to do is try to get somebody out of there, fall short, and not have the gas for the later rounds. And I think that what I need to do, you know, I'm good at my endurance in the ring, I'm good at my craftiness, I'm good at my movement, but I need that high-intensity interval training where pretty much I need to be doing sprints, things to where once when I land a nice shot, I need to be able to rush, get back on that Mike Tyson, right? But see, we know Mike Tyson, some people say, was only a 4-round, 6-round fighter because he put so much energy in those early rounds trying to get those knockouts. So it's a double-edged sword, but I know the sports science and how to be crafty enough in boxing. And it takes a different high-interval training. There's one modality from my sports nutritionist of a form of training that I've never used up to this day, and I'm going to stop neglecting that because I think that's the one thing that I'm missing when it comes to finishing off these opponents. And I do believe that once when I have that missing piece, that I can once again be at the top of this welterweight division.
Congrats again.
Keith, congratulations on an impressive victory. You've been out the ring for a while, so
raise your hand. Who's talking?
Dante's Boxing Nation by way of Hockey TV.
Okay, it was the mask. I couldn't tell who was talking.
Yeah. How important was it for you to have an impressive outing due to the fact you were out of the ring for a while?
It was definitely important, you know, but I know my skills, my talents. I know that I'm world class. And I just wanted to show that, you know, Barrios was definitely a game fighter. Him and his team prepared very well for this fight. They were very poised, way more poised than I thought the young fighter was going to be. I thought he was going to want to make a big statement. Obviously, they wanted to make a statement with being relaxed and maybe waiting for their opportunities. But, you know, once when I realized he's waiting a lot, that gives me more opportunities. It reminded me of Danny Garcia. Danny was just waiting and waiting to counter, and my movement and my stutter steps and my feints, it throws off their timing. And, you know, you think you know what it's going to be like to be in there with Keith Thurman, but once when I get moving to the left, to the right, back to the left, to the right, feint, jab, left hook, drop a few power shots, it's a little different, man. And, you know, I got him to hesitate. And, you know, it was easy for me to manipulate what I needed to do to win the rounds and be victorious tonight.
Keith Thurman from BoxingScene.com. Congratulations on your win. It looked like he affected you with a body shot maybe in the 8th round. Can you take us through that sequence and let us know how you felt with it?
It was weird, man. I ain't gonna lie. Backstage, I was sitting down and I felt my body hurting with the cup. It was weird. I was like, ooh, you ain't gonna want to get touched there today, boy. You know, I know everybody talks about being body shots, yada, yada, yada. But maybe it has something to do with the weight pool. Maybe there's something going on. Maybe my liver is a little sensitive. You know, I always try not to look at it like that. I like to say, you know, if somebody lands a good shot, they land a good shot. And body shots are just different, you know. But it is interesting. If I breathe deeply, I can still kind of just feel awkward in that body region. Like I said, I felt tenderness before I was even touched tonight. So that one shot definitely awakened a little sensation of discomfort and pain, but it wasn't the hardest that I've ever been hit. If he was able to step in a little bit more, dig a little bit deeper, he may have been able to put me down. A lot of people who landed good body shots almost put me down, but look, they still have to put me down, bro. You know, at the end of the day, they can't make it happen. So Pacquiao didn't do it, Mario didn't do it, and Luis Collazo didn't do it. You know, Sean Porter didn't do it. Sean's wasn't that good. I backed up because it landed, and then he rushed me, and it looked bad on TV. I know it looked bad on TV, and the commentators jumped on. I was hurt. I wasn't really hurt, but the other 3 body shots that I've taken that you guys seen on highlights, Keith Thurman was hurt. But that's what it means to be a world-class fighter. You know, it's like Phil Ivey. We got a poker face up in that ring. You know, and sometimes you can read a fighter. You can tell that he's hurt, but then that's when the true warrior spirit comes out, and we endure. And I make it through the round. I sharpen up. You know, let me take that round if the judges think that was enough to win. Otherwise, you know, we just get back into boxing and we get back to winning the fight.
Thanks for the honesty, Keith. I just wanted to ask you, moving forward, Terrence Crawford, when he was asked who he would want to fight, he has repeatedly mentioned you first, and he's obviously some free agent or whatever he is. What do you think about the possibility of making that fight as your next fight, and what do you think of the fight in general?
Well, you know, the fact that he's a free agent should make things a little bit better. Working with Bob is not fun for a lot of fighters. At the end of the day, I'm not sure. You know, you see what I'm wearing right now. You see what I'm representing. Where are you ranked, Keith Thurman? And I say, I don't know. One of the best fighters in the world. Who cares what rank they give me, what number they give me, what position they give me? You know, I do want to fight champions. I'm going to be looking forward to getting in the ring with a champion. I want an opportunity to get a world title again. So if that's the best opportunity, I'll take it. You know, I always love great fights. I love making exciting fights in the welterweight division. But like I say, you see what I'm representing right now. So this might be the ladder that I'm climbing. We know that Errol Spence, Dennis Ugas, none of these fights would have manifested if Keith Thurman didn't lose to Manny Pacquiao. So there was a shift in matchups once when I fell out of championship status. So I had the WBA, I had the WBC, I relinquished the WBC. Nobody beat me for the WBC world title, you know. So those belts I want back in my possession. I do like the fight with Terrence Crawford, but we'll just have to see what opens up, what really negotiates, how stubborn we get when it comes to what kind of split there is. You know, it's just business from here on out. I do like the fight, though. Thank you for the question.
Hey Keith, what's up? Jim Grisano from FightHype. We talked the other day at the press conference, did our interview, about all the time off, 3 fights in 5 years, the surgeries, the stuff you went through mentally. How good does it feel right now, man, to have been in there and move the way you move, connect with your punches the way you did, and just to mentally know that you didn't lose anything, man. You're back to being you again. How's that feel?
Well, we felt pretty good in camp. You know, I was telling people, you know, you got to get the ring rust off in preparation, man. So I was moving and shaking and trying to groove and get my movement back. You know, you guys saw some of the story. I've been doing more yoga. Yoga is beneficial for inside and outside of the ring, but inside of the ring is bringing more mobility. At the age of 33, you know, a lot of young are older than me. Your body's been through, and you're not even in things. So at the end of the day, I know so much about sports science. For me not to implement it is just straight ignorance. So that's why I said there's one modality that I haven't done yet. I really need to jump on that. There's one other modality, to be honest, like high altitude training. I am debating about getting into that. So I just want to stay mobile, stay moving. I know I'm very crafty, and I think that's what's going to help me in the future of this welterweight division.
What about mentally? We talked about what you went through and how you overcame, but the mental toughness it takes to be an elite athlete is incredible anyway. But with everything you went through, can you talk about what that is for you to have this and to know when nobody else maybe around you is even thinking the same things you're thinking?
So I'll open up, man, and it was challenging even being here in Las Vegas, you know. Mario Barrios and me both were in a very interesting predicament this fight. We're both coming off of losses. How confident can a man feel knowing that he was stopped in his last fight, knowing that I lost in front of thousands and thousands of fans in my last fight? How much confidence can two warriors really bring into the ring? You know, if we're honest with ourselves, there's going to be that little voice that says, hey, you were just beaten. Hey, what happens if you can't do what you want to do, you know? And I heard that voice leading up to this week, you know, is Keith Thurman really back? You know, and I just said, look, man, you've been working hard, you've been moving well, you're very smart. You know it was a marginal loss. It wasn't a real negative, even though it was negative, even though I felt a lot of negative emotions afterwards. Enough time has gone by. The lack of activity can be looked at as a negative too. But for me, I turned it into a positive because it's allowed me to mentally get over a lot of the BS, man, and tell that voice, you are a champion. You know, my new T-shirt right here, it says "Be good." That's what we were today. It says "Be great." That's what we will be tomorrow. This is "Be a champion," and that's in our near future. So this is what I'm manifesting. Today you saw a good Keith Thurman. You're going to see a great Keith Thurman, and you're going to see the champion once again.
Thank you.
Keith, over here. Muhammad Mubarak with the Electronic Urban Report. Excuse me. How does it feel? Does it feel real good to be back after the long layoff? To be back on stage and under the lights and with your hands in the air?
To be honest, it felt great. From the moment we were waiting to walk out into the ring, just seeing the fans, seeing their reaction, seeing all the anticipation, being the main event tonight, there was such a nostalgic feeling to the whole process. Like I said, from just being backstage with my team, it's been so long, yet, you know, Carlos, I haven't seen Carlos in so long, but when we get back together, you know, this is family, man. This is just how we do it, and it just feels like a great blessing. So then we walk out into the ring, you know, then we walk up into the ring, and I took the time, you know, y'all saw me, I took the time before stepping in the ring, I took a look around, you know, we're back. Like you said, under the bright lights, I got in the ring, I felt the ring underneath me, I'm feeling the gloves in my hands, these small gloves. This is not a sparring match, you know, this is a fight. And I had a formidable opponent across from me who trained very hard, very, very young, athletic individual, and it's just great putting myself on the line once again, you know, living this life of a world-class fighter as a warrior. And then even after the fight was over, we know we had a good performance. Our team and I, we were confident that we walked away with a victory today. But even that final step, because that didn't happen 2.5 years ago. So I tell people all the time, Keith one-time Thurman wears red, white, and blue because I'm living my all-American dream. I started boxing at the age of 7, and I wasn't the best. I used to get beat up in the sport, day after day after day after day, okay? When you're 7 years old, it's easy to get beat up. When you're 9 years old, it's easy to get beat up. When you're 10, 11, and 12 years old, it's easy to get beat up. Even when I was 14 years old, you know, they would just put me in with Andre Berto to beat me up, you know? So at the end of the day, Coach always can make a phone call, we can go to a gym and get me beat up, you know? And I tell people all the time, I got my butt whooped, and now I have the right to kick ass And it's just a beautiful thing to be living this dream of mine. I love the sport of boxing. I just love it inside and out. It's more than a fight. It's a very sweet science. I call it the beautifully brutal sport. We saw what happened to Mario today. His nose, his eyes, and everything he endured. I had to endure punches. We were trading. We were just real fighters in the ring. I really hope you guys enjoyed what happened tonight. It was a beautiful night of boxing, and I look forward to having more great fights. This is what Keith Thurman is about, creating exciting fights in the welterweight division today.
All right, final question.
And Keith, Sean Zattel, FightHype, great job tonight, man. You already touched on the Crawford fight. If Spence Ugas, is offered next, the winner of that fight, do you feel ready, good to go for that fight, or do you feel like one more fight in between then would be ideal, or let's do it?
Yeah, that's such a really good question. Because the fighter in me says, "Give it to me, let's go. I want to be champion. I want the winner." But there's a weird little technicality that happened, for some of those who read the article, that this was like a title eliminator to a title eliminator. I don't know the politics all the time, man. I'm just a performer. I do believe that I should be worthy of challenging any world champion at any given point in time, considering my resume and everything that has happened in my career. But it does feel very good to just be back. So if I have to take another fight and just keep, like I said, going from being good to being great to being a champion, then so be it. I'm so happy to be back. I want to do what I haven't done in the past 2.5 years. Keith Thurman does want to be an active fighter. So we have to go back, talk to our team, see what's brought to the table through the networks, through Al Heyman, and just go with the flow, man. I just really want to have a more active year. I want to have more performances for the fans. I want to have more performances for myself. But no matter what, if it happens this summer, if it happens back in November and December, Keith Thurman is on the road to being champion in the welterweight division once again.
Well, thank you so much, Keith. It was great to finally have you back after your 2.5-year layoff. And now you are looking forward to a very busy 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Keith one-time Thurman, victorious over Mario Barrios here from Mandalay Bay. And enjoy this victory, Keith. Don't think about any future opponents right now. Soak in this one a little bit, and then I'm sure we'll be hearing news later on down the line for our busy 2022.
Thank you very much. It's great to see you too.
Keith one-time Thurman. And once again, I want to thank all the media members and all the fans that came on out here to Michelob Ultra Arena. That about does it for our post-fight
Hey Keith,
press
man,
conference.
cool if I ask you something real quick on your way out?
While
you walk. Yeah.
What's good, Ali? Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good, man. It's just so crazy. So much time was off, so much time happened in this preparation. Then we're here at Fight Week. We did so much promo. It all happened. It all happened so fast. Then we're in there. We rocked him. We didn't stop him. We didn't even drop him. He got a nice body shot on me. I didn't go down, take a knee. I fell over leaning in too much. That was a little funny. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just happy, man. I really just hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys are excited that I'm back. I do believe that this was just a good start. And I just want to keep the momentum, man. One thing I've lacked in the past. And I think that if I keep the momentum, that I'll be able to really just be a better version of myself, redominate, be sharper, faster, counter, punch harder. I think all of that's in the near future.
Hey Keith, what's the difference between
10 out of 8? Did you feel it in there, or landing the punches and throwing the punches?
He just wants to keep moving, right?
It was hard to say, man, because honestly, I spar in 18s to protect my hands and to work, make it a little better for my sparring partners, because I want to dig on them. But like I was saying before, man, I really should. I need to.
Okay, right here.
I need to really start hurting people.
Thank you, Keith. Thanks, man. Hey, Keith, did you feel any? It didn't look like it, but did you feel any rust at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was sharp.
Congrats, Dan.
Thanks, man.
Couldn't finish.
Why'd you put him in there with Berto, Dan?
Hey, how'd you like the ring walk?
Oh, it was great, baby. It was great.
They got down. Good seeing you. Congratulations. How'd it feel to walk them out?
Good shit, Sean.
Prime Andre Berto? What's wrong with you? Child
why you
abuse.
trying to get him?
Child abuse. Prime Andre Berto?
That was a bad boy.
Yeah. No, I'm here. All right. That looks like it could be it, folks. Yeah, that looks like it's about it. You know what? I'm gonna close. Norm, my man, please sign us out because you are a great boxing mind, and you're gonna tell it like it is. Thurman, let's say Thurman was 100% Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. What is he now?
If he was at 100% now?
Yeah. What percentage of what he was he tonight?
Well, he himself said he was C plus B minus, so I'd say maybe 60%. You know, not much more than that. I mean, he says he's ready to fight Crawford now. I think he's crazy. You know, I mean, he needs a couple more fights. He looked good for 5 rounds, and after that, it seemed like the energy drained away from his legs. You know, he got awkward. You could just see the way he was lunging. The way he lunged a few times and missed, you could see Crawford with his position. Boom. It'd be over.
Thanks, Norm. No, thanks, Norm. That's why we did it. That's what we said. Yeah. All right. So that was good. Thanks, guys, for joining us all night, keeping it locked in on FightHype. I had a great time with you guys, bringing this stuff to you. I love doing this stuff. So keep it locked in going forward. Thanks, everyone.